So if your Google ads aren't bringing the kind of leads that you hope for, or worse, if you feel like you're just burning money every month, it's probably not because Google ads doesn't work for your business. It's because one of three things is off: your keywords, your ads, or your landing page. And the good news is, once you fix these three things, everything changes. Your cost per lead drops, your phone starts ringing, and suddenly Google ads becomes your best investment ever. So everyone, my name is Dan Caston. Welcome to the podcast. I've been managing Google ads for over 7 years, working with service businesses across Canada and the US, as well as e-commerce businesses, from junk removal and fence companies to massage therapists and moving companies, all kinds of businesses. Over the years, I've managed millions in ad spend, tested just about every campaign setup you can imagine, and learned one very important thing. When your Google ads campaign is struggling, it almost always comes down to one of three pillars: keywords, ads, or landing pages. So in today's episode, I'm going to walk you through each one, what to look for and what to fix, and how to make sure your campaigns actually generate profitable leads for your business. Let's start with the foundation of everything: your keywords. So if you take nothing else away from this episode, remember this: your keywords decide who sees your ad. If you get this wrong, you can have the best ad in the world, the best landing page, and you'll still waste money because you're showing up for the wrong audience, essentially. Now, when it comes to keywords, the biggest thing to understand is intent. What someone types into Google Ads tells you exactly what stage they're at, or I guess they're typing into Google, not Google Ads. Are they ready to buy, or are they just browsing? For example, if you run a junk removal business and someone types or searches for junk removal near me, that's gold. That person is ready to book. But if they search junk removal jobs or junk removal business license, that's a completely different intent. They're not looking to hire you. They're looking for work or information. If you show up on those searches, you're basically paying for curiosity clicks that will never turn into actual customers. That's why I tell clients to start simple, focus on exact match keywords first. If you use a broad or phrase match too early, Google's going to show you for a lot of weird stuff, things that might sound related but really aren't. Phrase isn't as bad and is sometimes needed to get some traction, but I would avoid broad until you have some solid conversion data. I often see service businesses showing up for terms like plumber photo, how to start a plumbing business, or plumbing job, stuff like that. Those searches don't convert, but they still cost money. And when you're a small service company or a small service business, you can't afford to let Google wander with your budget, or even if you're e-commerce. Now, the good news is Google gives you a built-in feedback loop for all this. It's called a search terms report, and it's basically a list of what people actually typed into Google before clicking your ad. So you'd be shocked at what shows up there. That's why, especially in the beginning, you need to check it constantly, ideally every few days. When you first start a campaign, even every day for the first couple days, even when you're using exact match keywords, as exact match keywords don't necessarily mean exact. This is where where negative keywords come in. Negative keywords are how you can tell Google, hey, I don't want to show my ad for this stuff. So if you're running a junk removal company, you'd want to add jobs, career, license, and how to start as negative keywords. These words block irrelevant traffic and help you protect your budget. Here's how I think about it. So good keywords brings you people ready to buy. Things like junk removal near me, appliance pickup, a fence installation quote. Bad keywords bring you irrelevant traffic like job seekers. Things like DIY fence ideas, junk removal, business plan, or garbage truck pictures. Every dollar you save by filtering out one of these bad searches is a dollar that you can put towards real customers. And once you build up some data, you'll start to notice patterns. You'll see which keywords are actually bringing in leads and which ones aren't doing much. At that point, you can expand, add more variations of your top performers, maybe loosen match types a bit, but early on, precision is everything. If you only pick up one thing to do right in your campaign, make it keywords, because they control who gets the chance to see your ad. And by the way, this is exactly why I started this podcast, to help business owners like you actually understand Google Ads, not just throw money at it and hope for the best. But I'll be honest, there's a bit of a selfish reason too. So I've seen it happen time and time again where a business owner starts learning, starts improving, starts growing, and eventually they hit that point where they just don't have time to manage it anymore, or they're just ready to scale. And that's where I come in. So if you've reached that point, if you'd rather focus on running your business instead of constantly tweaking campaigns, or if you don't want to keep losing money testing things, that's exactly what I do at Focus Your Ads. I help service businesses as well as e-commerce get consistent, profitable leads with Google Ads without the fluff and long-term contracts. So if you think you're there, head over to focusyourads.ca and let's see if we'd be a good fit for you. All right, let's get back into it. So once you got the right people searching, the next step is what you say to them, your ads essentially. This is where most service businesses either win or lose, because even if you're showing up in the perfect keyword, if your ad doesn't connect with what the person has typed in, they're going to scroll right past you. Your ad needs to mirror the search terms and connect emotionally to the problems that the person is trying to solve. If someone searches fence installation near me, your ad should literally say fence installation near you. It sounds obvious, but most businesses overcomplicate it. They try to sound clever instead of being clear. Google actually rewards you for having clarity in your ads. When the ad matches what people are searching for, your click-through rate goes up, your relevance score improves, and your cost per click goes down. It's a win-win. Better for Google, better for you, better for your wallet. Now here's a piece that ties everything together. Your ad groups. Each ad group should be a little container that holds one idea, a set of closely related keywords and ads that match them. That's how you make sure your ads always line up with your search. So if you have keywords about fence installation, keep them in their own ad group. Then make another ad group for fence repair or deck building. That way, someone searching for fence repair doesn't see an ad about new fences, which might sound minor, but it makes a huge difference in click-through rate and conversion rate. It's not about having hundreds of keywords, it's about having the right groupings so your ad always feels like an exact answer to what the person is typing in. So now let's talk about credibility, because people don't know you yet. They're deciding in seconds whether to trust you or not. That's why you want to show proof that you're legit right inside the ad. Mention how long you've been doing business, highlight your Google reviews, or call out that you're a locally owned, for example, serving in Kelowna for the last 10 plus years, 5-star rated local fencing company, licensed and insured contractors. Those are small phrases that create trust before anyone even clicks. So here's a quick checklist I use when reviewing ads. So one thing you can do is include your main keyword in at least one headline and one description. Have a clear call to action. So get a free quote, book a pickup, call now, those type of things. Make sure your ad matches the landing page. If it says fence installation, your landing page should say it as well. Use extensions to make your ad larger and more clickable. So you can use site links and different ad extensions. So extensions are one of the easiest ways to get more real estate on Google's results page, and they cost nothing. Here's a quick rundown. So we have site links, extra links that go to specific pages like pricing, about us, or book now. Great for showing depth. And then we have callouts, which is essentially short blurbs that highlight features, things like free estimates, no hidden fees, locally owned. And then you have promotion extensions. So these are perfect for sales or limited time offers like 10% off this week or fall special. And then you have image extensions, which add a photo next to your ad, a clean picture of your truck, crew, or product can grab attention fast, but keep in mind that you can't add any text into those, so it's just an image. Think of these extensions as bonus trust builders. They don't just give you more space, they make your ad look more professional and complete. So to sum this up, your ad is your first impression, it's your handshake moment. Get the right message in front of the right search and make it clear, make it trustworthy, and you'll notice your results shift almost overnight. And remember, your ads and keywords aren't separate pieces, they're partners. When you group your keywords tightly and write ads that speak directly to them, Google rewards you and so do your customers. Now that you got the right people and they've clicked, now your landing page decides if they call. This is where all your hard work either pays off or disappears, because at this point you've already spent the money to get the click, so your page needs to close the deal. The most important thing is that your landing page matches your ad and that your ad matches what they've searched. It's all connected. If someone searches fence insulation near me, they should click an ad that says fence insulation near you or near me and land on that page that clearly says professional fence insulation, something like that. That's what I call a flow of trust. When everything lines up, the search term to the ad, to the landing page, it all feels natural. It builds confidence. The person immediately thinks, yep, I'm in the right place. But if something feels off, if the page talks about something else or looks outdated, that trust breaks instantly and you lose them. And I see so many outdated websites that just don't help to convert traffic. And that's something that's really hard for me to improve. So you have to make sure your landing page is absolutely perfect and it's going to convert that traffic when they get there. So a strong landing page doesn't need to be fancy. In fact, simple usually converts better. So here's the structure I recommend for most service businesses. So what you do is make sure you're saying it clearly at the top. Somewhere at the top, it should say something very clear to attract your customers in. Don't make people guess. So don't leave it up to them to guess what you actually do. Make sure it's clear. Then why you're good. So a few trust signals, so reviews, years in business, guarantees. The more trust signals, the better. Then you need a way for them to contact you. So a phone number and a form that are both impossible to miss. So they don't have to be lime green or something like that, but they have to be there and have to be easy to find. So that's it. Don't bury your form way down at the bottom or hide your phone number behind a menu. People don't have time to hunt for it. And yes, design matters. Make sure your layout looks professional. The colors should be easy on the eyes and the text should be clear and the buttons should stand out. You want people to feel safe reaching out, not nervous that their message might go into the void or that they're going to get scammed. Next is make sure your page is very fast and mobile friendly. Over half your clicks are coming from mobile devices. So if your page takes forever to load or doesn't fit properly on the phone screen, you're throwing money away. Even a second delay can kill conversions. It's like watching someone walk up to your front door and wait a few seconds and then turn around because no one answered. I've seen some pretty scary looking websites in the past, and honestly, if we didn't change anything else in the campaign, if we just fixed up that landing page, we probably could have doubled the conversion rate. This is the final step. You've already paid for the ads. You've done the targeting. People are clicking. Don't mess it up at this point. Make that landing page work for you and get that sale. So think about your landing page like a handshake. People are judging it in 3 seconds. They're deciding if it's trustworthy, if you look legit, and if you can solve their problem. Those 3 seconds can make or break a campaign. So once your keywords are solid, your ads are clear, and your landing page is dialed in, that's when Google Ads really starts to perform. That's when your cost per lead drops and your phone starts ringing with the right customers. So let's pull all this together with a quick story. So imagine a homeowner named Sarah. She just realized her old wooden fence is falling over and she needed someone to fix it fast. So she pulls up her phone and types in fence repair near me. Now this is the moment every service business is fighting for. That one search at that one exact time when someone is ready to buy. Sarah scrolls through the results and clicks on an ad that says professional fence repair near you. Free quote today. It matches what she had typed. It looks trustworthy and it has good reviews right in the ad. So that's pillar 1 and 2 working together. The right keyword and the right ad. When she lands on the website, the headline says fence repair experts serving Kelowna for the last 10 years. Obviously she's in Kelowna, so she instantly feels like she's in the right place. There's a picture of a real crew, a phone number she can tap to call, and a simple form with just a few fields. She fills it out, done. That's pillar 3. The landing page sealed the deal. Now, picture a different version of this story, one that goes wrong. Sarah searches for the same thing, fence repair near me, but this time she clicks on an ad that says affordable fencing solutions. It sounds fine, but when she lands on the page, it's all about new fences, installations, not repairs. There's no phone number near the top. the contact form is buried, and the page takes forever to load. After about 5 seconds, she's gone. She backs out, clicks on someone else's ad, and that's it. That's the company that just paid for a click that went nowhere. That's how fragile the process is. Your customer has so many choices, and it only takes 1 weak link, one mismatch ad, and one slow page, one confusing headline to lose them. But when everything aligns, your keywords, your ads, your landing page, it feels effortless for the customer. They search, they see you, they click, they trust you, and they call. That's the full journey. That's what is winning a Google Ads campaign, or that's what a winning Google Ads campaign looks like. So if your Google Ads aren't working the way you hoped, don't assume it's the platform. Look at the 3 pillars, make sure your keywords attract the right people, your ads speak directly to them, and your landing page makes it easy to take the next action. Because once those 3 things are in sync, your results will start to shift and Google Ads will finally start to feel predictable and not painful. If you found this episode helpful, take a second to subscribe or leave a review, especially if you're listening to it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It really helps the show reach more business owners who are trying to make sense of Google Ads. Thanks for listening, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care.